Peace. What's going on, bro?
What's good, bro?
What's going on, y'all?
How you feeling, man?
Tired, man. It's 1 in the morning in Barcelona.
Oh shit.
I'm
Barcelona.
great.
All right, kick it right off. Huh?
Grateful.
Nah, that's what's up, man. I see you out there working. How was Jazz Cafe Festival?
A dream come true.
Yeah.
A dream come true. It ain't no other way to describe it. It's a literal dream come true.
Look crazy.
It was.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today, man. We excited for the beginning of the tour, man. And it's, I feel like for us as a community, we got this thing with upstate New York where we've just been, doing things, whether it be a show or just introducing our fan base to the artists out there. I don't know if you know, but DMV, Buffalo, Rock, we got a thing going where we, you know what I mean, where we fans of what you're doing, man. So
I appreciate it.
dope that you spent the time to come in today. Um,
And it's dope that y'all even want to spend the time with me. I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful.
man. So, um, what are you doing in Barcelona? Let's start there. What are you doing right now? Let's start right
So
now.
right now I'm sipping some wine. I'm not sure off the top of my head how long I got with y'all, but I'm just sipping some wine. We getting ready to go out to just celebrate life. Taking a break between these shows. You know, my big bros, Westside Gunn and Smoke Dizza, they just killed. Well, we just killed the Jazz Cafe Festival in London. And then we got a show. They have a show that they bringing me on to. And damn, I probably shouldn't have said that. No, we here though. I'm in Sweden on Friday. So I'm gonna be in Sweden on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, then I'll be back in America getting ready for this show run, man.
That's what's up. Hey, real quick, just I gotta ask, what type of wine you drink?
Man, I don't know, man. Supposedly the king of Colombia came through to bless us. So I don't know.
Okay. Good work. I see you.
It's some good red wine though. I tell you that much.
To respect it. To respect it.
Yeah, man. So let's take it back to the beginning. Um, Obviously, you didn't start doing music when you got with Griselda. So when did you start doing music? And then I want to know, when did you start doing music? How long were you doing music before you then got Griselda with Griselda?
According to my mom, my mom said, my mama ain't got no reason to lie about it. My mom said I said my first rap when I was 3 years old. I said I throw chicken in the street so the birds can eat. I believe her. I believe her. Just off the life, but I've always been around. Music, just even like outside of hip hop, just instrumentation, soul, funk, gospel, jazz, classical, pop, soft rock, sob rock, like all that, man. So it's like music has always been there. Like I don't know when the exact moment I discovered my love for it, but music has always been there. I didn't start taking it seriously though. I'm like people who have been around since day one. Like I went through so many different names and aliases and changes with it. So like you had to be there. Like I got songs on YouTube right now today that are 15 years old under names that people will never even think to look up. But
Give,
I've
give us
been,
one.
I've been doing it for a long time.
Give us one of your other rap names because we're gonna go do our homework.
One of my other rap names was Truce Wayne, like Bruce Wayne, but with a T. Truce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne. Trust me. I ain't gonna lie. I might do a feature with Truce Wayne in the future. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, nah, in 2019, my baby brother passed away, and that was the year that I started taking this shit seriously. That was the year that Brother Tom Sos was born. So that's where 2019 was the like beginning of everything we all see now. Like that was when I like locked in, like, nah, this is what I'm doing. I ain't got no other option. Like it's this or nothing.
Respect. So talk a little bit about that, right? That grind of like making that decision to pivot, right? And then you say in 2019, 2019, the world was closed.
Oh, for sure. Well, it was on his way to closing.
On his way.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was right before. It was right
We
before.
didn't know what was about to happen.
We just knew
Yeah.
something wasn't right. But
It was happening in China. It ain't hit us yet though.
yeah, so but you go into essentially COVID with a rebrand essentially, and then to see the work at 2025 coming to fruition, what is it like down the diligence like that and being able to stay on course?
It's faith, man. My bad if the screen glitch. I'm getting jail calls in real time. It's just this is really my life, man. Like for real, for real. Um, but yeah, it's faith, bro. It's faith, and it's just like my brother before he passed away. He was like my biggest fan, man. Like I'm talking. Like even back then, I'm talking 2014. I said I got a song on YouTube, 15 years old, but I would have songs on SoundCloud. I would put them up with these different names. I would delete them, but my baby brother, he would have the files to these songs, so they was always on his phone. And it'll be some days like I come home, you feel me, like fresh out of high school. Most of my peers was in college. Searching vocations and professions, and I was just, figuring it out. But it would be days where, like, the worst days, man, I would come home and Anthony be upstairs listening to my shit, like, just unreleased. And I'm just like, dang, like, and it's like, I feel like with anything, if you can get the youth, you got the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been like that. But I think it's just faith because once Anthony died, like, I really had, outside of just the music, like, I had a reality check on life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you experience death, but when it hit that close to home, it makes you question everything. It makes you question existence. It makes you question God. It makes you question purpose. And I started asking those questions and I started getting answers fast. And, from 2019 to now is literally just nothing but the proof of the existence of God. Like for real, bro. And it's just like everybody is different. But like if anybody don't believe in God, just look at Brother Tom Sos and start believing. I swear. I
With
swear.
that being said, right? So as we moving along, when and how are you discovered by Griselda by Westside?
Um
Explain
the
that.
the straight answer, if I just had to give a straight point blank answer, 2022 was the year. But prior to 2022, I told you my brother died 2019. 2020. My brother died in June of 2019. February of 2020, I released my first. Yeah, 2020, February 2020, I released my first official EP. Then I started building. So I had started a series called the Inshallah series, and I got a feature with Benny, and Benny was fucking with it, and he turned around and gave me another feature just on the love, and that song ended up doing great. And at home, like in Buffalo, that song was on the radio every weekend for a whole summer, and then it was on the radio every day, um, and that kind of put me on the radar for the Griselda fan base, but I still don't think West knew who I was. I think I released those songs where Benny came out. The first one came out in 2021. The second one came out in 2022. But I had released the LP called Mashallah, and that was November of 2022. And I'll never forget it. Wallahi, I got the proof. I was done with the music shit. I had an album release party, well, an LP listening party rather, and I was done. And anybody who was there, it was a dope event. Anybody who was there, when it got to the last song, cried. I stood in front of everybody and I cried, and people thought I was just emotional, but I cried because I was done. I was done with the music. I had a job interview set up at my old high school, and like I was ready to let the music go and go forward. But that night, it was a Sunday night, I went to sleep. And I had a job interview Monday morning. That Sunday night, I messaged West. And I never told no platform this before. So y'all got something special. I'm sure I'm going to tell this story 100 more times, but this is the first time I'm telling it on a platform. Before I went to sleep, I messaged West. Mind you, he don't know me from a can of paint. Man, don't even know I exist. I messaged him. I said, I'm paraphrasing at this point. I said something along the lines of J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Brother Tom Sos. Said, you got to fuck with me. I went to sleep. Wallahi, I went to sleep. And I went to sleep early because I had a job interview the next morning. woke up, I woke up at 4:45 a.m. I woke up at 4:45 a.m. and everything in me said, check your phone. I look at my phone, go to Instagram, message from Westside Gunn saying peace, peace. Now, mind you, I don't even know if he saw the message that I sent him before I went to bed. I don't know how that works. But long story short, he was like, I'm tapped in. I'm on my way to Buffalo. I want to meet. That was November of 2022, and the rest is history.
Mm, that's hard. That's hard. So like he literally saved you from a nine. That's crazy.
Literally. Yeah.
It was on your last leg, and you just said, "I'm gonna do this." And
Yeah.
I want to go back story to the Benny thing because we do have artists that follow us and that are chasing their dreams as well. This is always kick. So you invested in a Benny first and then got another one. Is how I'm understanding. Is that how I understand?
Technically, yeah. When I first started, it's so crazy because I honestly, and I never said this before either. I didn't want the Benny verse. I didn't want the feature because I wanted to build my shit on my own.
Right.
And this was around the time, thank God bro's still here, but this was around the time Benny got shot, so he was in the town, he was chilling, he was working, doing features. So it was just, my dad is one of them names around Buffalo. And, my dad tapped in and got the feature with Benny. And me and my dad got into an argument about it. I'm like, man, I don't want that feature. Fuck that feature. Like, it's all love. I'm trying to build my own thing. Like, I don't want to be, know what I mean? I don't want to be.
That you crazy, right? Like, yo, what?
No, seriously, it's like, yo, man, what's wrong with you? Like, are you thinking clearly right now? Like, you got an
Yeah.
opportunity to get a verse from one of the greatest rappers of all time, and you saying no, but it ended up working out beautifully. Like to this day, outside of like even before I signed to Griselda, Benny really showed love and really, that's bro, like for real, for real. I'm forever grateful for them boys. So it just made it better once I did sign. But yeah, my dad actually, to answer the question, my dad actually had set up that play, and then like I said, after the first song, Benny was like, I don't know what he was thinking, what the process was, what the conversations were behind the scenes, because that wasn't my play. But once he hit me up, it was another one. It was like 3, 4 in the morning. My dad called me like 15 times out my sleep. I got PTSD, so I'm nervous. He's like, man, check Instagram right now. And Cruz, City Boy had hit me and was like, yo, send us a beat right now. And the rest is history. I got a song. I wanna re-release that song. I got 2 songs with Benny, but one of them is called Another Way, featuring Good Money KK. I wanna re-release that song with a music video and all that. We gonna see. I gotta sit with the butch and make it make sense. But yeah.
Absolutely. Now that's shout out to Pops for leaving. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
no.
saying?
Shout out to Bone.
He hopped out the window for you. That's hard.
It's sometimes best. Sometimes you know what I'm saying.
It's
That-
important. It's important to have a good team behind you, man. It's important to have a good team behind you because people see what you don't see. You'll be so focused on one thing, and you got somebody else whose attention can go somewhere else, and they may see something else. My pops, Collywood, D Jack, Shro. It's just I'm grateful for the people that's in my corner helping me build this shit, man.
Yeah. So
For real.
talk to me a little bit about D as as the man behind the marketing and the graphics and all on our side of the ball. D-Jack is such an enigma. He's definitely been right there next to everything Griselda building that brand and kind of fulfilling the prophecy that West sees for it.
Right.
You mentioned him, just I don't think he's a name that people know, but he's almost like he's like a Emery or something.
Yeah. I like to think it's D Jack as my day free. Um, and it's crazy because a lot of people, well, people wouldn't know because I never talked about it, but I reached out to D. Um, we good?
Yeah,
And
we
there's
good.
okay, cool, cool, cool. Now, I had reached out to D Jack way before anything Griselda for me, and it was around the time. I believe it was around the time his mom passed. So D-Jack wasn't really thinking about the music shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was still love. Even that album release party I told you I had before I was done, D-Jack came to that and showed love. So we were already building before all of this. And after some time went by and it just made sense. Because, respectfully, a lot of people don't know, but I believe that D-Jack know what he doing. And a lot of the stuff that we do see and have saw, you know, D-Jack has played a huge role in that. And I'm grateful to have, a mastermind like that in my corner because it just makes it easier for me to be able to focus on the craft and focus on the art and focus on the people. And that's why I even said, like, it's important to have a team. Like, even as you mentioned the graphics, like, shout out Blaine Boogie. You know, him and D-Jack going crazy, you know, just to have people bring these ideas to life and bring their own ideas to you and it makes sense what you got going on. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm forever grateful for D-Jack. Can't nobody change my mind.
Nah, exactly. It definitely elevates everything going on because a lot of people don't know that the talent is the talent, and it'll get people to look around, but to keep the fan base, and keep a story in there, you gotta have that other part of your team about those things. So shout out to DJ, man. That's my man.
Sure.
Me and DJ met each other at a Griselda show probably like 16, 17, and he needed a backwood. All backwoods. You know what I mean?
Look, I ain't know that.
And we built the relationship on backwoods. Every time they come to town, I'm like, yo, I'm at the show and I got backwoods.
Hey, well, he
Like
made
that.
that beautiful up in
Simple
Barcelona.
things like that. And now we turn around and now we building out a tour for Brother Tom Sos off of back. So shout out to Backwood. But I wanna get to back to okay, so he messaged you, we there. What's the first play like? What happens after that? Because
Gun
I
Basel
know that people
2022.
call and they get that call and they're like maybe it's dead for a little bit or whatever. Like what happens after that message that kind of gets the Griselda era Brother Tom Sos going?
It wasn't long at all after that first message I met bro and the first play after that was Gun Basel 2022.
Damn.
Literally not even 3 weeks later. So it was like when we first met, he was like, "Man, I'm about to have you perform in Miami, woo woo whoop." And you know me, I'm like, okay. Like a week later, that itinerary came through. I said, "Well, damn, I'm performing in Miami for Gun Bazzel." And I think I had like a 35 minute set, man. It was crazy.
And see that, you know what I'm saying? That shouts to West, man, because like any interactions I've ever heard anyone speak of, man, it's what he say he gonna do. And like activating that quick, people don't do that.
Nah,
You
that's
know?
what's up.
So okay.
Hold on. We out of here? We out of here? I'm here.
All right, cool. So boom. It's 3 weeks later, you went there, you go to Gun Basil, you perform a 35-minute session, which is fucking great, incredible for an opener for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. So I guess when did the signing thing like what was that conversation? How did that come about where it was just like
That happened a week after Gun Battle.
or it's just clicking
Yeah,
off?
it's just like this is God's plan, bro. It wasn't nothing to wait for. It made sense. I deserved it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you said, like it was just whatever everything that was said from day one, it happened and it's still happening. So it's beautiful, man.
Okay. I want to talk about okay, now that we had Griselda, what I wanted to talk about is Griselda is known for a certain brand of music.
Mhm.
Street music, you know what I'm saying, gritty, but coke raps, bar heavy, fad time, all that shit is known for a certain thing, is built a certain brand. In addition to being art connoisseurs, fashion and everything like that. Where what I guess what is the piece that you feel like Brother Tom Sos brings to that narrative that started?
Honestly, I even think when we take a step back away from subgenres, Griselda Griselda was the return of hip hop
Mm.
in its truest state. So it's like, even to the listeners, Brother Tom Sos, I am not a coke rapper. You know what I'm saying? I am not a this or a that or whatever y'all may want me to be. I'm me. But it works because it's still hip hop. It's culture. It's real. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just everybody didn't get the opportunity to be the killer or the shooter or the drug lord or the this or the that or the that or the this. But it doesn't take away from those of us who still grow up in this shit.
It's
You know
never
what I'm
parts to the
saying?
it's never parts to the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's different perspectives, it's different angles, and my angle is the angle of the one that got away. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I take pride of that. Like a lot of my birthday was just 2 days ago. Well, 2 days ago technically, because you know I'm 6 hours ahead of y'all. But
Flex.
no, but it's
Hey, Leo gang, my birthday was July 31st, man. Big Leo
uh,
fan.
happy belated. But no, it's just like you know when you force. I can't speak for everywhere. But for Buffalo, New York, it's just like everybody who's on the east side, you know, not a super gangster. Like I've done my dirt, you know, I've sold what I sold and I did what I did, but I don't glorify it because, like I say all the time, I grew up in the house with two brothers. And in a matter of 2 years, one of them died and one of them is, you know, done fucked around and gave 8 years of his life to the system. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even just being black in America, it sounds deep until it ain't, but it's just like we don't have as much options as we think we do. You know what I'm saying? And especially when you want to take the creative route, like it's probably easier to just go to college, do the right thing, get a job, find a decent career, live the American dream. But then it's a dream that transcends everything. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. That take faith. So to answer the question, like my role in Griselda, man, I'm just shit. My role in life, bro, like outside of Griselda, I'm grateful for Griselda, but even without Griselda, I'm still Brother Tom Sos. And that's why I'm with Griselda because I'm Brother Tom Sos. And my whole purpose is to make believers, bro, believers in self, believers in God, man. And it transcends through hip hop for us. You know what I mean? Us. And it's just, it hits a little different.
I think I just want to point out too, because this is something I always say, man. It's like they give us boxes that we could tell a story through. Like it's like we're only allowed to portray certain things. And when it comes to us, and even for us, we only kind of accept certain stories and stuff like that too. And I always say, like, yo, we're so multi as a people, there's so many different blends of us that make us. Like you said, everybody that come from the hood don't end up in jail selling rocks, shooting, whatever. Like you do have some people that see that, know how to live around that, survive that,
And then go be an account.
go pivot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I just think that's such a dope route to take, especially a label that might be known for something. Yes, hip hop, but a certain type of hip hop that speaks to certain people, and all those people, mind you, aren't people like that. They just they feel an authentic story in that. So I'm glad there's other stories being represented by that, like, which is why I love the label. I love the movement. Um, I do want to ask a question as a fan.
What's up?
Is there a Griselda compilation coming out in the future? I mean, in the future, and we talk about like what Machine Gun do type that now has Brother Tom Sos Stove got like is that a thing coming out
Now that
anytime soon?
now that I can't answer. That I can't answer. But I will say that there is some more music coming out from the Griselda camp, and Brother Tom Sosa is there for sure. I can't say that.
Good to hear. Okay. I got my answer without you answering. Great.
Nice try.
Shoot, baby.
Hey, man, I'm saying. I'm saying. Um, so all right, now let's go to the tour. And we're not gonna take up too much more of your time. I know you got some things to do, but I want to go to the tour and just kind of give people what they expect from that. You're starting off in DC and Baltimore, and DJ said to me, DC, Baltimore are super impactful in Griselda's beginnings. It's just as a fan base and the movement and stuff like that. What can people expect from your first headlining tour? And what I don't even think you wanted to call it like it's not even a tour. It's like a Brother Tom Sos live experience. Let me stop misnaming your experience and call it what it is. What can people expect from this experience?
An experience. An experience. Now it's gonna be I will say, and I can confidently say this like 100%. This will be the first Griselda show of its kind. Like for sure. Just even, you know, just the expression through musicality. It's just gonna be a little bit different without saying too much because I need y'all to get y'all tickets, man. Get y'all tickets
Get
and
them
meet there.
tickets, man.
Get the tickets because
Baltimore,
in that town,
DC, Baltimore, DC, Atlanta, Philly,
yeah.
and more to come. Cop up, cop up,
Yeah,
cop up.
it's gonna be beautiful. So I'm incorporating some elements of music, that I feel like more artists should incorporate because it just, especially when it comes to shows, because it makes it more intimate, it makes it more personal. Because you got to realize at the end of the day, and I realize that you can look at fans as fans, or you can look at fans as disciples in a sense that people who look at you and they're inspired by you and they'll listen to what you say because if you saying the right thing, and it's not anything other than just the bridge between the divine and humanity where God uses certain people to get messages across. So the fact that people even care to listen to anything I gotta say, I don't take it lightly, but I don't feel like shows are the time to, for speeches and all that shit. It's like I'm gonna give y'all the music, but I'm gonna do it in a way where it's like church. If you ever been to church, that's what it's about to be like. It's gonna be good music, good word, a whole lot of spirit, man, just soul. It's gonna be beautiful. And it's like a lot of people don't know, but a lot of people also do know. Any show I've ever done, I can't say it, but I've always done my shows like this. You know what I'm saying? I've always done my shows a certain way, and it's always an experience from, just speaking on Buffalo, from the Music is Arts Festival to Bowflow, from Spotlight Series, Peace to Neff, shit, any event that I've thrown, is just I do it a certain way, and I believe in excellence, man, and I believe in moments in time. Is I have my she was my third grade teacher, and she told me something when I was in third grade, and it fucked me up. She was like, everybody knows Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but it's somebody that inspired him that nobody knows. And if I could be the nobody to inspire people, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like I'm cool. So I just want to take the moments that I can take with the opportunity specifically for these shows to just share a moment in time with people to inspire them, to encourage them, and to just have a great conversation through the language of music, man.
Bro, like you said, you hit it on the nose. So like we've had the privilege of bringing a couple Griselda artists to town and being a part of some Griselda shows and and every one of them feels like the crowd is reciting the gospel back to the pastor.
That's exactly what it is.
And so when you said that, it was like that's what we've been saying. Like, yo, we had Stove in Baltimore. I'm standing there watching the show, and I was like outside of myself, like watching it while in it, and I'm like, yo, this feel like
Like cocaine church.
like yeah, it feel like
That cocaine church is great.
yeah, like
Oh, sorry.
just
Big
you have
out
to
the
say a
church.
certain thing, and the whole church say amen.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, but okay. So are we? I'm asking another question. Cause I like to. I gotta shoot. Are
Go
we
ahead.
getting the Brother Tom Sos project before the tour, during the tour,
After the tour,
after?
soon after the tour, like
When can we?
where we at?
Where we at?
I'm not gonna say the vessel that is coming in, but we for sure getting some music before this show start.
Okay,
Okay. All right.
Inshallah. If you know, you know. But it's on the way.
okay,
It's on the way. I'm really praying the way things are looking right now. I'm really praying to have some music out before the month of August is over.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. I want to end on this note because, like I said, we got music connoisseurs. We have artists on the come up, and we like to get a certain niche of artists who like people can see coming up in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to see somebody after they already hit the promised land, but to see people along their journey is important, and the message in between their journey is important. Um, I think you said a lot today that people can take with them and should take with them. What what is your what would one piece of advice be for somebody who was where you were at in 2019? Well, when you were about to quit, when you thought it was over, and you were about to quit after having a release show, and this is after having a Benny
I was about to do it last week.
Nah, real shit though, real shit. I
Nah,
felt
but
that. I
to
feel that.
to answer the question for real, man, just be yourself, and you got to be sure. You got to be sure. Like it's a scripture in the Bible. I'm gonna paraphrase it, but it's like you got to be sure of your calling. Like you can't doubt it. Like you gotta, because it ain't always gonna make sense. So it's like you have to know, because even the closest people to you, they may come to you and and I'm grateful for the people in my life because ain't nobody ever let me quit on this shit. But it's just like to have people that may have the best intentions for you, but they may tell you, oh, well, maybe you should, or maybe you should consider, and blah blah blah. But it's like, nah, you have to know in your heart, like, nah, this is it. It ain't no other option. We out of here. I bet I'm wrapping up this interview and we good. But yeah, nah, just be yourself. Be yourself. Have faith. Trust in God. That's probably the biggest thing. Trust in God. If it's anything, trust in God. And really, it's full circle because believing in yourself, trusting God is the same thing because we are one. It ain't no separation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
It's just like if you believing in God is you believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I really had to learn that. Really, really had to learn that.
Respect, man. I see you gotta go. I just want to leave you with something, brother. I just turned 38 on my birthday. I've been pursuing music for a long time. You inspire me. I watch your lives. I just watch you speak, how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even before we had a show played together, I watched you and just the type of person you are. I'm rooting for you. I'm behind you. And
That's
anything
love.
I can ever do to make sure that your message and your energy gets to the world, that's what I'm gonna do. And we're
And we're
gonna
gonna start with DC and Baltimore.
start with see in Baltimore. Get your tickets, man. You already know. Appreciate it.
Peace,
Say,
peace.
bro, enjoy that
Love,
beat on
thanks. For sure. Appreciate y'all.
already.
Appreciate everybody that came to the interview. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody just following the movement. Just want to give y'all a little bit more of the story of the man, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that y'all are there for either Baltimore, DC, both. You know
Both
what I'm
of them.
saying? Both of them. You know what I'm saying? Tickets on sale now, OpenGym.us for Baltimore and DC. And yeah, man, I'm very excited to just have these shows and get this message. This brother got good energy. We need more good energy. We need more good people in our culture, what we doing. So I appreciate everybody that tapped in. We're gonna put the interview up on YouTube in a few, chop it up. So for whoever missed it or whatever, you missed the beginning, we're gonna have it up there. And I appreciate y'all, man. Peace.